All right, let's jump right in, folks. Welcome to another deep dive. And today we're going to be exploring the life of, Jason Day, a truly remarkable golfer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got this fascinating 2029 interview with him
Hmm.
where he just opens up about like his whole journey. And trust me, it's a wild ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not just your typical athlete bio.
Right.
It goes so much deeper than that.
Exactly.
And we see how like
Yeah.
his path was shaped by, some pretty intense highs and lows,
Yeah.
and what we can learn from, his approach to both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So picture this. Beaudesert, Queensland, Australia.
Yeah, okay.
Tiny town, population 3,000.
Okay.
This is where it all begins for Jason.
Right.
And we're not talking like a quaint rural upbringing.
Yeah.
He faced some serious hardship early on.
Right, like
Yeah.
his family lived in poverty to the point where they'd often go to the local landfill to find things they needed. Furniture, clothes, you name it.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
And it's actually at that landfill,
Yeah.
at just 3 years old,
Wow.
that Jason stumbles upon his destiny, right?
Yeah.
Cut down 3-wood golf club.
Okay.
He starts whacking a tennis ball around with it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the story gets really interesting.
Okay.
His dad doesn't just see like a kid playing.
Okay.
He turns to his wife and says, "This guy's going to be a champion one day."
Oh, wow.
What do you make of that? Like seeing champion potential in a toddler.
It speaks volumes, I think, about his dad's intuition and also the kind of raw talent
Right.
that must have been evident even then.
Yeah.
Hitting a tennis ball consistently
Right.
with a club that size at that age,
Yeah.
there's definitely a natural ability there.
Totally. It's not like he was handed like a perfect
Yeah.
junior set on a manicured green.
Exactly.
This was pure, unpolished instinct.
Right.
But, as you might guess, it wasn't all smooth sailing from there, right?
Okay.
Jason's dad was incredibly dedicated, right? Drove him to the Beaudesert Country Club every single day after school,
Wow.
which Jason kind of hilariously points out was way more country than club.
I was going to say, what does that even look like, right?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
practice till dark,
Yeah.
no excuses, right?
Right.
And I think they're
So what's interesting is how Jason talks about that period.
Yeah.
There's a sense of being pushed into it initially,
right.
but then a shift occurs as he starts winning junior tournaments.
Yeah.
The fun turns into this addiction to improvement, as he calls it.
Right. So it's almost like
Yeah.
that external pressure from his dad sparks something internal in Jason, right?
Yeah.
That drive to constantly hone his skills. It almost becomes an obsession.
Right. And that, to me, is a key insight here. The power of combining that natural talent with just, relentless work ethic.
Exactly. That
Yeah.
combination
Yeah.
is what really, sets
yeah.
people apart, right?
But tragically, that journey takes a sharp turn when Jason is only 12.
Yeah.
His father gets sick and passes away.
And this is a moment that could have
Yeah.
completely derailed his life, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Jason talks about feeling lost, angry, and deeply affected by the loss.
Right.
He starts rebelling,
Yeah.
getting into trouble, really struggling to cope with the grief.
Yeah.
To make matters worse, his sister runs away from home during this time
Oh, what?
and is gone for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just imagine the weight on his family,
Yeah.
on young Jason's shoulders at this point.
It's heartbreaking, and you can understand how someone might just spiral in that situation, right?
Right.
But amidst all this turmoil,
Yeah.
his mother, Doreening, makes an incredible decision.
I mean, talk about strength, right?
Yeah. She recognizes Jason's talent
Yeah.
and the importance of keeping him on track.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she basically puts everything on the line, right?
right.
Mortgages their house and asks Jason's sisters to delay their college plans so she can send him to Coralbin International School,
Wow.
which was a top-tier golf academy.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a mother's sacrifice.
It's a testament to her belief in him,
Yeah.
but also to her understanding of the power of mentorship and structure,
Yes.
especially after the loss of his father.
Right. Like filling that.
And it's at Coralbin that Jason encounters the next pivotal figure in his story, right? Colin's
And Colin becomes so much more than just a coach, right?
Right.
He's a mentor.
Yeah.
Almost father figure to Jason, sensing not only his talent, but that deep need for guidance and support.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's fascinating how certain individuals
Yes.
can enter our lives at just the right moment and have such a profound impact.
Oh, yeah. Like almost fated.
Colin's arrival seems almost fated,
Yeah.
providing the stability and direction Jason needed to truly flourish.
It's like Colin stepped into this void left by his father's passing, right? And Jason, in turn, responds with this incredible work ethic.
Right.
He's up before dawn, practicing harder than anyone, even incorporating visualization techniques.
Wow.
I mean, he was determined to make his mother's sacrifices worthwhile.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that early dedication stemmed solely from a sense of duty to his family, though?
While that definitely played a part, I believe there was something deeper driving him.
Okay.
Remember that addiction to improvement I talked about?
Yeah, right.
It suggests an intrinsic motivation, a desire to push his own limits and become the best, regardless of external factors.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's that inner drive that sets him apart.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about making
It wasn't just about, like, fulfilling an obligation.
Exactly. It was about pushing himself to excel.
Yeah.
And at Coralbin, he was known for outworking everyone.
Right.
He was the first one on the range, the last to leave, constantly striving to refine his game. But this relentless pursuit of excellence, while crucial to his development, also had its downsides as he transitioned to the professional level.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's almost like the pressure of professional golf combined with that ingrained drive to be the best.
Right.
Created a perfect storm.
Yeah, it's like almost too much of a good thing in a way.
Exactly. Like all of that just kind of came crashing down in a way, right?
Right.
He's facing setbacks.
Yeah.
He's experiencing frustration on the course. Even having those outbursts. He later becomes known for controlling, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a far cry from the composed Jason Day we see dominate the sport.
Right. And it's not just about adjusting to a higher level of competition either.
Right.
Colin actually points out that Jason struggled with feeling like he had earned the right to win.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you think he means by that?
I think it's like he was battling this internal conflict.
Okay.
So on the one hand, this burning desire to be number one.
Yeah.
And on the other, a feeling of like unworthiness or doubt creeping in.
That's such an insightful observation.
Yeah.
It's almost like, like you were saying, this conflict between that burning desire and then...
Yeah, almost like an imposter syndrome type of thing.
Almost. Yeah. Like he hadn't quite...
Yeah.
Come to terms with it yet.
Exactly. And those internal struggles, they manifest in his on-course behavior.
Right.
The pressure, the expectations, it all boils over sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think we see that with a lot of, athletes and just high achievers in general, right?
But the turning point comes when Jason decides to confront those doubts head on.
Okay, so instead of, letting the fear kind of paralyze him, he chooses to, as he puts it, walk towards it.
Right.
So it's that pivotal moment where he shifts from being driven by, external validation, proving himself to others, to focusing on internal growth and self-belief.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a decision shared by both Jason and Colin.
Right.
This unwavering commitment to excellence.
Right. And what's so powerful about that shared vision is that it transforms their relationship.
Okay.
They become more than just coach and player.
Yeah.
They're partners in this pursuit of greatness.
Right.
Pushing each other to new heights.
Yeah. And you can see the results on the course.
Oh, yeah.
Jason's game elevates dramatically.
Colin describes it as like unreachable, untouchable, unreal.
I mean, come on, right?
Yeah.
He's not just winning.
Yeah.
He's dominating, right?
Yeah. He's silencing any lingering doubts with each victory.
Yeah, silencing the doubters.
Yeah.
And finally, he reaches the pinnacle, right?
Right.
Jason Day becomes the world's #1 golfer.
Yeah.
I mean, instead of me asking you to imagine what that must have felt like.
Yeah.
I want to know, what do you think this accomplishment signifies?
I think it's the culmination of a shared dream, a testament to the power of belief.
Right.
Both in oneself and in the support system that surrounds you.
It takes a village, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For Jason, it's validation of his talent and dedication.
Yeah.
For his mother, it's vindication for the sacrifices she made.
Right.
And for Colin, it's the ultimate affirmation of their shared vision and unwavering belief in each other.
Beautifully put.
And what's so inspiring about Jason's story is that it's not just about reaching the top.
Right.
It's about the journey itself and what he learns along the way.
Right.
Yeah. He emphasizes the importance of family, stating, without golf, I wouldn't have the people I have in my life. I wouldn't have Colin. I wouldn't have Ellie. I wouldn't have my son, Dash. It reveals a depth to his character, showing how his priorities extend beyond personal achievements.
It really speaks to the kind of person Jason has become, right?
Right.
He's achieved incredible success in his professional life,
Yeah.
but he hasn't lost sight of what truly matters: family, love, connection.
Right.
It's a message that resonates far beyond the world of golf,
For sure.
reminding us all that success
Yeah.
should never come at the expense of our relationships and values.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's another quote from Colin that stands out to me.
Okay.
When reflecting on Jason's journey, he says, "Sometimes I look back and say that it was a predetermined fate for Jason because he made it happen. He was so determined, even when he was young."
Wow.
It suggests this idea that while talent plays a role,
Right.
it's ultimately our unwavering determination
Yeah.
that shapes our destiny.
It's a powerful concept, isn't it? The idea that we have the power
Yeah,
to manifest our own reality through sheer willpower and determination.
exactly.
Mm.
Jason's story embodies this perfectly.
Right.
He faced incredible hardship, but his never-say-die attitude, that unwavering belief in himself and his vision,
Right.
ultimately paved the way for his success.
Right.
And what strikes me is that
Mm-hmm.
his journey wasn't simply about enduring those hardships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how he talked about having two choices
Right.
when faced with the pressures of professional golf?
Mm-hmm.
He could either trot off into the sunset
Right.
and settle for a comfortable but unfulfilling path,
Yeah.
or he could walk towards the fear
Mm.
and pursue greatness.
Yeah.
How do you think that mindset contributed to his success?
It highlights the power of choice, right?
Right.
He could have easily taken the easier route,
Yeah.
but he actively chose to embrace the challenge, to push himself beyond his comfort zone.
Yeah.
And that decision ultimately propelled him
Right.
to the top of his sport.
Right.
His story is a reminder
Yeah.
that the path to greatness is rarely easy, but the rewards are immeasurable.
Yeah.
And it all starts with choosing to embrace the challenge
Right.
rather than shy away from it.
Right. And you know what? On that note, I think this is a great place to wrap up part one.
Yeah.
So we'll pick this back up in part two.
Yeah, can't wait.
All right. So it all comes back to that choice.
Right.
To settle for mediocrity or push for something more.
Yeah.
And hearing Jason describe it, it wasn't some grand epiphany.
Right.
It was a conscious decision,
Yeah.
a choice he made every single day
Right.
to keep striving,
Mm-hmm.
to never say die.
Right.
And that motto, echoing his father's words, becomes a driving force throughout his journey.
Yeah, and it's a message that resonates far beyond the golf course, right?
Yeah.
It's about resilience, determination, and
Yeah.
that unwavering belief in the possibility of achieving your dreams.
Absolutely.
It's something that, we can all apply to our own lives no matter what obstacles we face.
Exactly. Think about Jason's ability to transform tragedy
Yeah.
into triumph. His father's death could have easily broken him,
Right.
but instead, it fueled his determination.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you. Considering Jason's story, what seemingly insurmountable obstacle in your own life could be a catalyst for growth and achievement?
That's a powerful question to ponder because
Yeah.
often those moments of adversity reveal our true strength,
Yeah.
They force us to dig deep,
Yeah.
to find resilience we didn't know we had, and to discover hidden potential.
And it's not always about like those massive life-altering events either, right?
Right.
It could be those everyday challenges,
Yeah.
setbacks at work,
Right.
creative blocks, even just moments of self-doubt,
Yeah. Yeah.
The key is recognizing those moments as opportunities for growth, for
Mhm.
pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones,
Yeah,
just like Jason did.
absolutely. He reminds us that we have a choice in how we respond to those challenges.
Yeah.
We can let them define us, or we can use them to fuel our growth, to propel us forward on our own paths to success.
And what's really inspiring is how Jason's definition of success expanded beyond his personal accomplishments.
Right.
He talks about wanting to use his platform to inspire others,
Yeah.
especially kids, to embrace that never say die attitude and chase their dreams.
It's beautiful how he's come full circle, right?
Yeah.
From a young boy inspired by his father
Yeah.
to a role model inspiring countless others with his story of resilience and dedication.
It's a reminder that our stories have power.
Right.
They can touch hearts, ignite imaginations, and inspire others to strive for something greater. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Jason Day's incredible life,
Yeah.
we hope you're walking away feeling not only inspired but also empowered to face your own challenges with renewed determination.
Remember, the potential for greatness lies within each of us.
Yeah.
It's a matter of tapping into it,
Yeah.
nurturing it,
Right.
and, as Jason would say, never giving up on ourselves.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Yeah.
Keep exploring, keep learning,
Yeah.
and never say die.
Yeah. Yeah, and it all comes back to that choice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To settle for mediocrity or push for something more. And,
Yeah.
hearing Jason describe it, it wasn't some grand epiphany.
Mm.
It was a conscious decision, like a
Yeah.
choice he made every single day to keep striving,
Mm-hmm.
to never say die.
Yeah.
And that motto, echoing his father's words,
Right.
becomes a driving force throughout his journey.
It really does. And it's a message that, like we've been saying, resonates far beyond the golf course.
Right.
It's about resilience, determination, and that unwavering belief
Yeah.
in the possibility of achieving your dreams.
Right.
We can all apply that to our own lives.
Absolutely.
No matter what obstacles we face.
Yeah, think about Jason's ability to transform tragedy into triumph.
Yeah.
His father's death could have easily broken him, but instead
Right.
it fueled his determination.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
Considering Jason's story.
What seemingly insurmountable obstacle in your own life could be a catalyst for growth and achievement?
That's a powerful question to ponder because
Okay.
often those moments of adversity,
Yeah.
they reveal our true strength.
Mhm.
They force us to dig deep,
Right.
to find resilience we didn't know we had,
Yeah.
and to discover hidden potential.
And it's not always about like those massive life-altering events either, right?
Exactly.
It could be those everyday challenges.
Yeah, absolutely.
Setbacks at work, creative blocks.
Yeah.
Even just moments of self-doubt.
Yeah.
The key is recognizing those moments
Right.
as opportunities for growth,
Right.
for pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones, just like Jason did.
He reminds us that we have a choice in how we respond to those challenges, right?
Right.
We can let them define us, or we can use them to fuel our growth,
Yeah.
to propel us forward on our own paths to success.
And what's really inspiring is how Jason's definition of success expanded beyond his personal accomplishments, right? He talks about wanting to use his platform to inspire others,
Yeah.
especially kids, to embrace that never say die attitude
Yeah.
and chase their dreams.
Yeah. It's beautiful how he's come full circle.
It is.
From a young boy inspired by his father to a role model inspiring countless others
Yeah.
with his story of resilience and dedication.
It's a reminder that our stories have power, right? They can touch hearts, ignite imaginations, and inspire others to strive for something greater.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Jason Day's incredible life, we hope you're walking away feeling not only inspired, but also empowered to face your own challenges with renewed determination.
Remember, the potential for greatness lies within each of us.
Yeah.
It's a matter of tapping into it, nurturing it, and, as Jason would say, never giving up on ourselves.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Absolutely.
Until next time,
Yeah.
keep exploring, keep learning, and never say die.